Welcome to another edition of Talking Models. Today I have a guest with me that is sure to ring a bell in your memory banks. How many of you remember that movie that came out that just creeped you out? You remember her? You remember this movie? The Ring. What an amazing movie. I just still remember the first time I seen that movie. And that opening scenes of that girl who's seen Samara and ended up in the closet, dead from fear, dead from her revenge. The basis of the movie is simply this. You watch a VHS tape, remember those? And once you've watched it 7 days later, you're dead. You watch the video, the phone rings, and you hear that voice, 7 days. And that's all you got, is 7 days, and this lady shows up. Today we're going to look at Samara, sculpted by Yagher and available through Shadowkreations. This was my first offering to the hobby. I've been in the hobby about 20 years, and I decided to try to start producing models. So with this 1/1 scale wall hanger, I enlisted the help of Yagher and Mark at Earthbound Studios. So what you get if you purchase this kit is a flawless casting, a 1/1 scale wall hanger, sculpted by Yagher of Samara from The Ring. Let me tell you a little bit about what I did with her. This kit is available in 3 options. You can purchase her with the supplied wig, as I have on display here. She can be purchased with resin hair, and it can also be just purchased as the head with no wig, no hair, nothing. Up to you to do what you want with it. So if you're interested in one of these, hit me up on this video and I'll have my contact info in the video. So what I did with this is I was trying to capture the bluish tint that she has in the film. If you remember when she came out of the well and she approached with that awkward walk, and as you seen her, her head would always be down and then she would look up and you would see those ghostly eyes of hers, those blue eyes. So what I did is I tried to capture that look on this beautiful 1/1 scale wall hanger. So I simply began with taking neutral gray and I mixed that down with some pale flesh, and I sprayed the entire piece over an automotive gray primer. And basically what you get with that is you get that kind of ghastly look, that grayish tone. And that's what I wanted to build upon her, is that base coat of the light gray, if you will. So after I got that done, I came in with transparent Payne's gray, and I started hitting all the recesses in her skin. There is so much detail in this sculpt. Jeff just hit it out of the park. And you can just see the detail in her neck, in her face, the wrinkles, the scar in the forehead, everything that she was in the film. So basically you just take the transparent Payne's gray and you start hitting all the recessed areas. I went a little bit heavier in that because I knew I could come back and tone it all back down with my original gray. So you can see with it just has that recessed dirty look in the scar area and in the folds of her skin. And that was achieved with the transparent Payne's gray. So once I got that done, I just kept going back and forth with the gray, hitting the highlights. And I actually even came in with some pale flesh. I thinned it down really well and hit some areas of her nose, forehead, just some of the areas in her face, because after all, she was human. So she will have a hint of that. But on the other hand, she's been dead in a well for years. So she's going to have that look of just being all rotted away, but yet water stoned, if you know what I mean, just filled with a look that none of us want to have. So after I kept going back and forth with that, I was introduced to a new color through Saul Alvarez. Thanks, buddy. And these are just beautiful paints, and they're available through Garage US Colors through Jesse. And for this, I enlisted the help of this paint, Iridescent Blue. And that color just really brought this piece to life. You have to go light with this or you're going to get a real bluish look. When I do one of the videos on the thing from another world, you can see the other things you can do with that iridescent blue. But for this, I just wanted to go light and gently misted it over the entire piece. That's where you get that blue tone that you see here. It really, really works wonders on this piece. And I know the iridescent paints have pretty much all the colors, so you can really use them in a lot of variety of situations. But for this, it was perfect. It just kind of tones it down. It gives her that bluish look from the film. And I know a lot of times with a film that was accomplished with lighting, blue lights, things of that nature. I've actually seen raw pictures of Samara, and it's basically, she's a gray tone, and basically grays and blacks. There's some blacks in this too, around the eyes. I used my trusty transparent black, and I used that also in some of the folds to deepen the shadows around the eye area. Even brought in some of the Mars Red, the transparent Mars Red, and hit the scar area at the top of the face. And a little bit experimented around with her in the skin on basically the scars in her skin. Hit it a little heavier with the Mars Red. And then of course you can come back and tone it all down with either the original color you chose, transparent black, and or the iridescent blue. Lots of options. Now for her shirt, if you will, that was basically over the gray. I just came in with some ivory white, airbrush that in, and of course then come back in with some transparent black and just kind of brought it down, made it dirty, grungy. And just back and forth until you get the look that you are trying to get for it. She has many options to paint this. I've seen some beautiful build-ups of Samara on the boards that people have purchased this kit from me and have done amazing jobs with it. Greg McKellar, Saul Alvarez, Stan Wong is working on one now. There's just so many people that have taken this and they've taken it to another level. And that's the beauty, again, of this hobby, is you can take a 1/1 scale wall hanger, I'm sure you can see the size of this, and do so much with it. You could do her in a black and white scale. You could do it in a bluish tint like I did. You can do it in a pale flesh, and just so many things and options available for a piece like this. And that's why I think, you know, if you really think about it and you're watching this and you're a painter of models, you're an artist. You have your own style. You have your own way of doing things. And it's the way you see a piece. For me, I just tried to capture a little bit of the bluish tint from the movie, and that's the way I seen Samara. I may another time add some photos of, at the end of this video, of the piece with the resin hair on it. I did not have it available now, had a little bit of a mishap at Wonderfest, and one of the hair pieces fell off and broke the tip off, so I have not repaired that. Too busy doing these videos, right? So I will repair her, and maybe another time do a piece on Samara with the resin hair, but I will include photos of what she looks like in the photo section of this video, so you can see your options that are available to you if you choose to purchase her. So this is Samara 1/1 scale wall hanger, sculpted by Jeff Yagher, casted and molded by Mark Brokaw of Earthbound Studios. So you're going to get a quality piece, and you're going to have a lot of fun painting her. Believe me, I have lots of people that come over to our house, and they are creeped out by this lady. They just don't want to look at her. They remember the movie, and it's just too creepy for her. She actually hangs behind my workbench in my studio here, so she always keeps an eye on things. And I always remember it's weird painting something and having somebody looking over your shoulder, especially this gal. So again, if you haven't checked out this movie, The Ring, featuring our guest today, Samara, do yourself a favor and give it a shot. This was a Best Buy exclusive. I don't know if you can make out, it's got a hologram cover on it, which changes back to the young Samara and to the woman we see next to me. Give it a shot. They did do more of those. They did the Ring 2, and the new one is Rings. They're not too bad. 2's okay. The Rings, the new one, it's got its moments. Anytime you get to see Samara, it's a plus. So again, I thank you for watching today. And also, if you have any questions about this piece or any questions on how I painted it, please hit me up on this comments of this video. I'd be happy to help you and share with you what I did. I don't have all the answers. It's just my interpretation of Samara. So again, thank you for watching. I look forward to you subscribing to this channel. Pass it on to other modelers that just want to watch a video about the thing we all love, our hobby. We talk models. I highlight the kits in my collection, and we just kind of hang out on this video. So again, thank you for watching. Have a safe day today, and may God bless your day.